Hello everyone, Mark here from Visual Pro Detailing. One of the big questions that I get asked from my clients before and after they purchase a ceramic coating from their vehicle is, how do I maintain the coating and the finish of the vehicle so that it looks like it does whenever I picked up the vehicle after getting the coating applied? I want to answer that question in a couple of different ways, okay? I'm going to actually show you a process in a second here. But first of all, it is always best to hand wash a ceramic coated vehicle. The reason for that is because you get the most thorough clean by hand washing. You're actually rinsing off all of the film, all the dirt, and it's just the best way to do it. I really recommend hand washing to my clients. If you have to go through a automatic car wash though, I do highly recommend a touchless car wash. That means there's no big flaps smacking up against the surface of your vehicle. Even though a lot of high-grade, professional-grade ceramic coatings are scratch-resistant, they are not scratch-proof. And if you go through these brush automatic car washes, it will, there's no doubt about it, it will eventually put scratches and marring into the coating. Not into the clear coat itself, but into the coating. And once they're in there, the only way to remove that is have them polished off again, and then if it went all the way into the coating, you might have to have the coating reapplied. So if you have a really light colored vehicle and you don't care about swirl marks, take it for what it is. But I will add that most coating companies require that you go through touchless car washes, and a lot of them will void the warranty that comes with the coating if you go through the brushed car washes. So just a fair bit of warning, you might want to discuss that with your detailer before you get a coating or after you get a coating to know whether your warranty will stand after you go through that type of car wash. So touch-free car washes, either where you get the nozzle and you spray it down yourself, or you drive through it and you just get the jets of water, are the preferred way to do automatic car washes. Know this, that if you go through the automatic car washes, the touchless, that you will eventually have a lot of film build up on the vehicle, and it'll almost look like it's hazy. The reason for that is that these automatic car washes use very inexpensive, or I should say cheap, detergents that they use to get the dirt off. And there's even a lot of them use products like a little bit of hydrofluoric acid that they put within the soap to really get the dirt off. And all of that, when it's left on the vehicle for a long time, it accumulates, and then you get like a film. Now, the good thing is with the ceramic coated vehicle, the film doesn't really stay there. Once you hand wash it, 99% of the time it comes right off, and it's very simple to remove, but that's something you may notice if you go through a lot of automatic car washes. If you're going to hand wash the vehicle, I prefer the 2-bucket method. And I'm actually going to make a video later on that showcases the 2-bucket method. But that's when you use 2 buckets. You put let me grab it here, grit guard insert into each bucket so that after each pass with the wash media, you can have one for soap and one for rinse. You will take your wash media, when it's clean, you'll put it in the wash solution with your car wash. You'll do a section, then you'll put it in the rinse bucket. You'll wring it out in that grit guard so that all that dirt is released at the bottom of the bucket, so that you're not reintroducing that dirt on the next panel, because that's how you get swirl marks and scratches, is if that dirt is in your wash media, it pushes up against there and it creates scratches and hazing and swirl marks. So then you wring it out in the rinse bucket, and then you go back in the soap bucket, you re-lather up, and you do another panel, keeping the vehicle dry or wet as you go, rinsing off panels as you go if you're doing it in direct sunlight. But what I'm going to show you real quick is how to rinseless wash a vehicle. Yes, rinseless wash a vehicle. It's much simpler than it sounds. It's much faster than it sounds. And I'm going to give you the scoop on it, okay? Now, this little Mustang that I'm looking at here actually has a little bit of mud and stuff built up. So I'm going to have to pre-rinse it and to do all those lower panels here. And I'm going to have to 2-bucket wash the car. It's just a little too dirty for a rinseless wash. And that's something that's a little example for this video, is that some vehicles are too dirty for a rinseless wash. And you have to either pre-rinse them or do a 2-bucket wash. Because you've got to get all the mud and stuff off of here, because otherwise it's just going to be too hard to rinseless wash it. So, first of all, I take my 5-gallon bucket. I put about 3 gallons of water in it, so it's about a 5-gallon bucket will be about 2/3 full. And then I'm going to take my rinseless wash solution. Now, I use a lot of Optimum No Rinse. It's just kind of the gold standard for rinseless wash. You can order it from Amazon. You can order it from autoality.com. And I'm actually going to put some of the links down below in this article so that you can go through and purchase everything you would need to rinseless wash your vehicle if you so desire to do it. I'm going to take a large microfiber drying towel, and then I'm going to take a small microfiber edgeless towel, and that's going to be my wash media. Now I've got my grit guard in my 5-gallon bucket like I showed you, and I've got a microfiber bone sponge. Now I never used the back side of this. This is bad. This is not good. This will scratch your vehicle and put swirl marks and stuff in it. So we don't use this side, but we do use this side. It's very soft. It's going to collect the dirt, and it's going to release the dirt really well. This is the best thing that I have found to rinseless wash a vehicle. So really simple. Let's do it. I'm going to do this quarter panel here, and I'm just going to gently let the wash mitt. I'm not going to go far down here because, like I said, I need to pre-wash, pre-rinse most of this vehicle before I could even consider doing this for real, just because of that mud on the bottom there. I don't want to push it into the clear coat and make more work for myself. I'm just going to gently glide the wash media across here, okay? I'm not pushing into it. I'm just letting the solution in the wash mitt, it's got polymers in it that lubricate. I'm going to let them do the work. And then I'm going to take my large drying towel, and again, not putting a lot of pressure, just letting it kind of soak up the dirt and residue. And then I'm going to take my second towel, just going to wick up that little bit of moisture that's left over. And that whole panel's done. Of course, the bottom part I haven't touched yet because we talked about that. That's how you rinseless wash a vehicle. That's how fast and easy it is. Now, if I was going to do this whole vehicle, for example, I would start at the roof. I would then do the front glass, the rear glass, the trunk. Then I would do the hood. And then I would start at one quarter panel and work my way around the rest of the vehicle and make a big circle. Once you get the hang of this, especially with a ceramic coated vehicle that releases dirt very, very easily and very quickly, on an average size car, you can do this in 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes even less if the vehicle's not horrifically dirty at all. It's very fast, it's very efficient, it's very safe. I have done thousands of rinseless washes in my career, $100,000 plus cars, rinseless washed them all day long. There are times, like I said, that you're going to have to 2-bucket wash the vehicle to get it out there, but the rinseless wash method, once you get the hang of it, it's very quick, it's very easy, it's very efficient. It is 39 degrees outside whenever I took this video. I came in here, turned my heater on a little bit, got some water, and I'm gonna have to go outside and pre-rinse this, but I'm gonna do a rinseless wash and get this Mustang completely clean by doing a rinseless wash while it's 39 degrees outside. So this is something that you can go in your garage. It's not weather dependent. You don't have to wait for a sunny, beautiful day. You can pull in the garage, open the door to let some heat in. You can get out there and wash the car and it'll look like $1 million. And it's really great on ceramic coated vehicles because it makes the maintenance and cleaning of them much, much easier. One other thing people ask me is, can I put like spray waxes and quick detailers and stuff like that, you can. I would highly recommend contacting me regarding spray sealants and stuff that are designed to maintain ceramic coated vehicles, because if you use some of the over-the-counter brands that you find in retail stores, some of them can kind of mute the beading because they have a lot of polymers and silicates and stuff in them, so that you don't want to inhibit any of the positive properties of the ceramic coating by laying something on them that's not designed to be laid on them. And if you have like a professional grade coating, you really don't need to lay anything on it. You just need to get it nice and clean and then let the coating do the work. That's why you paid the big money for the coating, is so that it can basically take care of itself and you don't have to get out there and do all of that work to keep the car looking beautiful. Thank you so much.